Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A dark shade of blue. An organization of military vessels belonging to a country and available for sea warfare. The Navy of the United States of America. The agency that maintains and trains and equips combat-ready naval forces. A dark shade of blue. A dark shade of blue. An organization of military vessels belonging to a country and available for sea warfare. The Navy of the United States of America. The agency that maintains and trains and equips combat-ready naval forces. The Navy of the United States of America. The agency that maintains and trains and equips combat-ready naval forces. The Navy of the United States of America. The agency that maintains and trains and equips combat-ready naval forces. Of the color intermediate between green and violet, having a color similar to that of a clear unclouded sky. October's bright blue weather. Morally rigorous and strict. Blue laws. Blue color or pigment, resembling the color of the clear sky in the daytime. He had eyes of bright blue. Causing dejection. A blue day. The sodium salt of amibarbital that is used as a barbiturate, used as a sedative and a hypnotic. Belonging to or characteristic of the nobility or aristocracy. A blue family. Suggestive of sexual impropriety. A blue movie. Filled with melancholy and despondency. Lonely and blue in a strange city. The sky as viewed during daylight. He shot an arrow into the blue. Used to whiten laundry or hair or give it a bluish tinge. Characterized by profanity or cursing. Blue language. Any of numerous small butterflies of the family Lycaenidae. Any organization or party whose uniforms or badges are blue. The Union Army was a vast blue. Blue clothing. She was wearing blue. Turn blue. Used to signify the Union forces in the American Civil War, who wore blue uniforms. A ragged blue line. Blue color or pigment, resembling the color of the clear sky in the daytime. A force that is a branch of the armed forces. Land tenure by service in the Lord's Army. Mate with. Be used by, as of a utility. A means of serving. Tableware consisting of a complete set of articles, silver or dishware, for use at table. Sports. A stroke that puts the ball in play. The act of delivering a writ or summons upon someone. He accepted service of the subpoena. Periodic maintenance on a car or machine. The act of public worship following prescribed rules. The Sunday service. The act of mating by male animals. A force that is a branch of the armed forces. Canadian writer, born in England, who wrote about life in the Yukon Territory, 1874 to 1958. A company or agency that performs a public service, subject to government regulation. An act of help or assistance. He did them a service. Employment in or work for another. He retired after 30 years of service. Law. the acts performed by an English feudal tenant for the benefit of his lord which formed the consideration for the property granted to him. Make fit for use. Service my truck. The performance of duties by a waiter or servant. That restaurant has excellent service. Work done by one person or group that benefits another. Budget separately for goods and services. A force that is a branch of the armed forces. An administrative unit of government. Furniture with drawers for keeping clothes. An administrative unit of government. Official permission or approval. Authority for the program was renewed several times. An administrative unit of government. Freedom from doubt. Belief in yourself and your abilities. She spoke with authority. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. He has the authority to issue warrants. An authoritative written work. This book is the final authority on the life of Milton. An expert whose views are taken as definitive. He is an authority on corporate law. Usually plural, persons who exercise administrative control over others. The state of serving as an official and authorized delegate or agent. Thing or person that acts to produce a particular effect or achieve an end. An example is the best agency of instruction. An administrative unit of government. A business or organization that provides a particular service, especially the mediation of transactions between two parties. The state of being in action or exerting power. The agency of providence. A job in an organization. The actions and activities assigned to or required or expected of a person or group. Professional or clerical workers in an office. The whole office was late the morning of the blizzard. Of a government or government official, holding an office means being in power. Being in office already gives a candidate a great advantage. Place of business where professional or clerical duties are performed. He rented an office in the new building. An administrative unit of government. A religious rite or service prescribed by ecclesiastical authorities. The offices of the Mass. An administrative unit of government. The federal department responsible for safeguarding national security of the United States, created in 1947. The federal department responsible for safeguarding national security of the United States, created in 1947. The federal department responsible for safeguarding national security of the United States, created in 1947. The speech act of answering an attack on your assertions. In defense, he said the other man started it. Sports. The team that is trying to prevent the other team from scoring. His teams are always good on defense. The defendant and his legal advisors collectively. The defense called for a mistrial. A defendant's answer or plea denying the truth of the charges against him. He gave evidence for the defense. A structure used to defend against attack. The artillery battered down the defenses. The justification for some act or belief. He offered a persuasive defense of the theory. The act of defending someone or something against attack or injury. A good boxer needs a good defense. The federal department responsible for safeguarding national security of the United States, created in 1947. An organization of defenders that provides resistance against attack. He joined the Defense Against Invasion. Military action or resources protecting a country against potential enemies. They died in the defense of Stalingrad. Psychiatry, an unconscious process that tries to reduce the anxiety associated with instinctive desires. Protection from harm. Sanitation is the best defense against disease. The federal department responsible for safeguarding national security of the United States, created in 1947. An amphibious division of the United States Navy. An amphibious division of the United States Navy. An amphibious division of the United States Navy. Members of a body of troops trained to serve on land or at sea. The principal agency of the United States Navy for research and development for air warfare and missile weapon systems. The United States Navy's defense laboratory that conducts basic and applied research for the Navy in a variety of scientific and technical disciplines. The agency that provides units to conduct unconventional and counter-guerrilla warfare. The agency that provides scientific and engineering and technical support for all aspects of surface warfare. The agency that provides scientific and engineering and technical support for submarine and undersea warfare systems.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.